Hello, Master Tax here and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to have some double barrel action, and it is from the tier 10 Russian heavy tank. It is the ST2. And as always, before we get into the action, I'll show you the equipment that I've currently got on this tank. My crew on this tank aren't too bad. Most of them onto the 4th skill, but one of my loaders is only onto the 3rd. The equipment I use in the Special Survivability slot is vents. Then I've got coated optics and improved rotation mechanism. So let's have a look at it in action. Today I'm playing on Lakeville. It's a standard battle and I've got the 4-5-6 matchmaking and I'm top tier. So I want to go to the town. Now if I was playing something with really good gun depression like a Super Conqueror, I would have went to the mountain pass, especially since there's no artillery in this battle. But I've decided to go to the town because I want to face the object 705 here, help the team take him out and make it a lot easier for everybody. Now I have to admit I haven't played this tank for a long time. I haven't played none of the tanks on this line for a long time, but I do have them. When they were first released I would have ground all them out and then getting them all and kept all the ones that I liked. I know I do have the tier 9, the IS-3 too, which I really like, but something else must have come out. I must have had something else to focus on your reward tanks, and I've probably been playing them and forgetting all about these. But since I have come back to them, I have to admit I've been really enjoying them. I'm forgetting how much fun they can be. Now what happens with these tanks, having 2 barrels, you can either fire both barrels at the same time, but when you aim or charge them, it takes about 2.5 seconds before you can fire them. Also you can fire these guns individually. You might want to get a quick snapshot out, fire 1 barrel, but then you do have to wait 5 seconds before you can fire the 2nd barrel. So back to the battle. I push right up towards this church. If my team pushes down the middle pass, then they'll spot people at the back. I'll be able to get shots into them. Kunzi Panther, try a double shot, and that's the problem you have with the double shot. It takes so long. He moved out the way, so I've gotten 1 shot in. He's stuck in position, and I've managed to take him out with the 2nd shot. So just pull him back while I reload. With this tank, the guns do load individually, so you don't have to wait for both shells to be reloaded. And with my crew and equipment, it takes us 10.68 seconds to reload a barrel. Now I'm pushing forward into this little street to see if I can spot whoever's sitting at the back. I have got a decent view range on this, especially since I've got coated optics. There is a little scout here, I'll say even 90, but I can't spot him. So as I was saying about my view range, with my crew and equipment I've managed to get it up to 464 meters, which is excellent, especially for a heavy tank. So I've spotted a T-44-100, didn't manage to penetrate him, it was into his tracks. So I'm just pulling back now because I know I'm late. Can I get a shot at the stretch van? Didn't go anywhere near, that's the dispersion. Although the dispersion isn't that bad on this tank, with my crew and equipment I've managed to get me dispersion at 0.37 seconds, and I did manage to get a shot into the stretch van then. I'm just still trying to spot. I want to try and get rid of these tanks so I don't get shot in the side. There's another shot in the stretch van, but I'm not sure if it hit since he went out. My team has pushed a little bit more aggressive behind us. Now although the armour is quite good on this tank, I don't really want to be sitting in this street taking shots from invisible tanks. As you can see, they will get penetrating shots in, so I need to pull back. Managed to absorb that in my tracks. There's the stretch van. I'm going to try a double shot on him. Here we go, charge, and lovely, both penetrated. Happy about that, just pulling back while I reload. Now I had 2 damaged modules there, so I've used my repair kits, repair them, get them back in action, especially my turret rotation. I want that at full capacity. So I'm just peeking this corner, see where the object 705 is. He's in the next street. Now I'm not going to push in when I haven't got both barrels loaded. And now they are loaded, I'm going to see if I can help in the middle. .4100, missed with that snapshot. So So I'm just peeking again. I thought that object 705 here was going to push out there, but he hasn't. So I'm just loading the second barrel, it's done. So I'm ready for action if he pushes out. So I'll tell you the rest of the stats on these guns. They are both 122mm, 258mm of penetration, which is quite nice, 440 alpha damage each. I do have an aim time of 2.74 seconds with my crew and equipment, which is quite poor. And also with this gun, you do get 8 degrees of gun depression, which is surprisingly good for a Russian tank. Now I did just sneak a shot into the T-44-100 and my teammates have managed to take him out. So I've just picked the corner again there, make sure the 705A isn't pushing. And now to the left it looks like a T-95 might be pushing. I have to keep my eye on both them. Just pulling back just in case that T-95 comes round. I don't want to be between the T-95 and the 705A. Is the T-95 going to commit? Doesn't look like it yet. It does look like he wants to take out the K91 PT, but he's pushed. I managed to get one shot in. I wasn't sure where he was going, so I just fired the one barrel. There's the second one. I think I've tracked him in position. I've lost my K91 prototype, so I'm just pulling back now as I've got no shells loaded. Just about loaded, and I've managed to take the T95 out with the help of the Leopard 1 and a few tanks that's behind our position. So I'm loading the gun again, and I'm going to try and pick this corner, see what that object 705A is doing, and he's pushed round. This is my opportunity. I've only got one barrel loaded at the moment, but I should have the other one loaded very soon, and it's done. Scorpion J gets one shot in, and that's satisfying. 2 shots into him, both penetrated and tracked him in position. So now I'm pulling back out the way while I reload again. Just about reloaded a barrel. I'm hoping one of my teammates takes the 705A out, and they have. So I want to push up this street, object 705 here, and I've just about loaded 2 barrels. There they are, both loaded, charge, and a double shot. Really satisfying that. Now the air raid siren's going off, which means the enemy is capping our base, so I need to turn around and head towards the base. And as I do, I'll tell you a little bit more about this tank. So first I'll start with mobility, as I'll be using it now. So you do only get a top speed going forward of 40 kilometers an hour. As you can see, it's not the quickest, but you do get 13 kilometers an hour in reverse. So not the greatest on the mobility front. But now I'll tell you about the armour on this tank. On your hull you get 150mm on the front, 140mm on the side, which makes it great for side scraping, and 100mm on the rear, which is actually quite good. And then the turret, you get 300mm of armour on the front of the turret, which is fantastic. Then you get 160mm on the side and 160mm on the rear. So the armour on this tank is quite good. If you've played the ST1, it's very similar to that. This tank is basically that, but with 2 barrels. So the enemy's capping the base. There's only one of them in the cap at the moment, and I'm not far short. Should be able to crest this ridge, spot him, and hopefully take him out before he caps the base. So there he is. He's the one I'm focusing on. Just snapshotted in so he didn't move out the way. So I kind of get my second shot in. There's the second shot, set him on fire and finished him off. So just pulling back while I reload the barrels again. There's only one tank left, so I'm just going to push in. Can I see him? Top of his turret, missed, dispersion. I would have been lucky if I got that shot in. So we're going to keep on pushing, and the standard B's taking him out. Let's have a quick look at the stats. It was a class 1 badge. We also got the Defender medal, which have got a reduced amount of enemy capture points by at least 70 or more. And then I got the high caliber for me 5,882 damage with 1,133 assist. Only second for XP with a base XP of 1,093, but top for damage by a long way. I made 40,000 credits, plus 14,920 XP, that's due to a personal mission payout, a personal reserve bonus, and an award for the first victory each day, which was at ×2. I'd like to thank you for watching today's battle. I hope you enjoyed it. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe. There's a little icon in the bottom right hand corner. And if you have any feedback, please could you leave it via the thumbs buttons in the comment section below. Cheers.